good morning. So chemistry second year, English medium. So D and F black elements and coordination compounds. Our topic is nomenclature of coordination compounds. Yes. So IUPAC suggested some rules while giving the names for coordination compounds. Okay, so what are the rules while giving the names for coordination compounds? Let's discuss. Then the first one is while giving the name for coordination compound, first of all, cationic part should be written first. Cationic part should be written first, followed by anionic part. Suppose, yes, it is a K4FeCN6. K4FeCN6. What? Then here is a potassium ions. In general, this is a positive species. Then remaining one is FeCN6. Here is a minus 4. Then that is called as here is a anionic part. Then while giving the name for this compound, cationic part should be written first. That is potassium. Potassium is a cationic part. Potassium, then next one followed by anionic part. Anionic part is what? Coordination pair is having anionic part. Potassium hexacyanoferrate 2. Potassium hexacyanoferrate 2. This is the cationic part, this is the anionic part. Then this is the first rule. Then next one is another example for this is, then again is here is what? Coordination pair carries the positive charge. Then next one is a counter ions carries the negative charge. That's why is a cationic part should be written first. Yes, according to this, then yes, hexaamine cobalt 3. Then yes, here is a anionic part is chloride. This is the cationic part, this is the anionic part. The cationic part consists of coordination pair. In coordination pair, then ligands as well as central metal ion, both are present. That's why is a hexaamine cobalt 3 chloride. So this is the first rule. Then next one, yes, while giving the name for coordination entity, ligands should be named first, followed by central metal ion or atom. Suppose yes, this is one type of coordination compounds. If the coordination entity is only here is what? Simply here is a coordination pair. Within the coordination pair is a coordination compound is there. Then is how can you give the name for that type of compounds? Is yes, while giving the name for coordination entity, ligands should be named first. That is, so this is the best example for this rule. Then, so this is the coordination entity. In order to give the name for this compound, first of all, is a ligands should be written first. Ligand's name should be written first, followed by central metal atom or ion. Then is that is the tetracarbonyl nickel. Tetracarbonyl nickel 0. Tetracarbonyl nickel 0. This is the name of compound. Next one, again another coordination entity is a platinum complex. It is having PtCl2 NH3 taken twice. Then yes, here is what? Again, so while giving the name for coordination entity, first priority is given to the ligands. Then ligands are, here is what? Ligands are, here is two types of ligands are here. Then yes, when the coordination pair is having more than one type of ligands are present, then alphabetical order should be followed. So this is the yes, third rule is the alphabetical order should be followed. Then yes, here is what? Is a chloro ligands and ammonia ligands are here. Then is a ammonia, this is A first. That's why here is what? Then is a diamine dichloroplatinum 2. Diamine dichloro platinum 2. So this is the name for the compound. Then next one is again here is a pentacarbonyl iron. Then only one type of ligands are here, then is a pentacarbonyl iron. Then so this is the second rule. First one is while giving the name for coordination compounds, cationic part should be written first followed by anionic part. Then next one, so second rule is while giving the name for coordination entities, first priority is given to the ligands followed by central metal, ion or atom. Then if the coordination sphere is having more than one type of ligands are there, then alphabetical order must be followed. So this is the third. Next one is then yes, if the coordination sphere is having same type of ligands, then yes, in order to reveal their number of ligands, then here is what di for yes, here is a 2, tri for 3, then tetra for 4, penta for 5, hexa for yes, here is a 6. These prefixes are used to indicate the number of same type of ligands. Okay, then when the coordination sphere is having same type of ligands, in order to indicate their number, then di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, these prefixes must be used. Then yes, suppose example is then already discussed here. Then is a tetracarbonyl nickel. This is a 4 carbon monoxide molecules are here. Then is a number of ligands are 4. Here is a tetra prefix is used, tetracarbonyl nickel. So this is the nickel 0. Then next one, another rule is yes, if the negative charged ligands are present, in yes, a coordination sphere, then yes, how can you represent them is so by using O suffix. Okay, then O suffix, suppose is already discussed here. Then potassium hexacyanoferrate 2. Then yes, why do we take cyano? This is what Cn minus cyano, it is a negative charged ligand. Okay, in order to indicate the negative charged ligands, O suffix must be used. Yes, Cn minus, cyano, chloro, bromo, iodo. Okay, then yes, these are the yes, negative charged ligands. O suffix must be used. Then next one, if neutral ligands, the coordination sphere is having neutral ligands like carbon monoxide, water molecules, ammonia molecules. Okay, then yes, this type of ligands are here, no suffix is used. So there is no need of a suffix. Simply here is a carbon monoxide, here is a carbonyl. Then tarvata next one, yes, here is what water molecule, here is a aqua. Then next one, ammonia, amine. These terms are used for neutral ligands. Then next one, if a positive charged ligands are present in coordination sphere, the coordination sphere is having positive charged ligands, then so how can you give the names? Here is a em suffix is used. Em suffix is used. Suppose if the coordination sphere is having yes, here is a NO plus ligand, nitronium, NO2 plus, then here is a NH2 plus, hydrazinium. Okay, so in general these positive charged ligands are rare, but if yes, here is a positive charged ligands also it is a possible in coordination compounds. That's why in order to indicate them is a em suffix, nitrosonium, then here is a NO2 plus, nitronium, hydrazinium. Okay, so this is a em suffix must be used when the coordination sphere is having positive charged ligands. Then next one, if these all are here is what here is a unidentate or monodentate ligands. Then if the polydentate ligands are present in coordination sphere, then yes, how can you represent their number? Is suppose here is a what are the polydentate ligands? Here is a polydentate ligand means what? Yes, when the ligand is having more than one donor atoms, those are called as polydentate ligands. Then polydentate ligands, again here is a bidentate, tridentate, tetradentate, pentadentate and hexadentate ligands. Then yes, there is when polydentate ligands are present in coordination sphere, then yes, here is bis term is used for 2, then tris term is used for 3, then tetrakis is used for there is a 4, pentakis. Then yes, suppose here is a CO, simply here is a COEN taken thrice, here is what? Here is a plus 3. This is the complex ion. This complex ion can be is a three bidentate ligands are here. Then yes, a 3 is in order to indicate them, tris ethylene diamine cobalt 3 ion, tris ethylene diamine cobalt 3 ion. So this is the way of representing of polydentate ligands when they are present in coordination sphere. Then yes, first of all, yes, first one is what? Then while giving the names for coordination compounds, first cationic part should be written first, followed by anionic part. Then next one, while giving the name for coordination entity, then ligands, the first priority is given to the ligands, followed by central metal ion. Then next one, if the coordination sphere is having more than one type of ligands are present, then alphabetical order should be followed. Then next one, if the same type of ligands are present in the coordination sphere, then their number can be represented by using prefixes like di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa. Okay, so these prefixes must be used. Then next one, if the coordination sphere is having a negative charged ligands, O suffix is used. If positive charged ligands are present, EM suffix is used. If neutral ligands are present, there is no need of suffix. Simply as usual is written. Some exceptions are here. Water molecule is there, aqua, ammonia is there, amine is a carbon monoxide is there, yes, here is a carbonyl. Then yes, if polydentate ligands are present, then yes, here is a bis, tris, tetrakis, pentakis. Okay, so these prefixes are used. Then next, some more rules are here. Yes, the remaining rules are again here is a if bridged ligands are present in coordination compound, so how can we give the name? Yes, here is the En taken twice, CO, here is a NH, here is a OH, CO, En taken twice. So what are the bridging ligands are? Here is a NH, here is what a hydroxyl, here is a OH minus. It's a NH minus 2, imido ligand, NH minus 2, imido. This is the imido ligand, NH2 minus 2, NH minus 2 imido, OH minus hydroxo, NH2 minus amido, NH2 minus amido, NH minus 2 imido, OH minus hydroxo. In general, so they can act as here is a bridging ligands. Here is what imido ligand is here, then here is a hydroxo ligand is here. These two act as here is what bridging ligands. Ethylene diamine is a molecules act as a, here is a peripheral ligands. Okay, then yes sir, if the is a complex ion is like this, how can you give the name? Is there is a, yes, here is a mu, Greek letter is used while giving the name for this coordination compound. Yes, again it is a imido and a hydroxo. Is according to alphabetical order, there is a hydroxo must be, here is a first, then is a mu hydroxo, mu imido, then next one base ethylene diamine. Here is a polydentate ligands in general. Here is a, after writing the base, they can be is a written as, here is what brackets. Then is a mu hydroxo, mu imido, base ethylene diamine, then cobalt 3 ion, cobalt 3 ion. So this is the, yes, here is a bridging ligands. Bridging while the coordination compound is having bridging ligands, is a mu Greek letter should be used. Then yes, again here is a alphabetical order must be followed. Then next one, after representation of ligands, then all types of ligands are over. Then there is a positive charge ligands, negative charge ligands, neutral ligands, then if more than one type of ligands, then next one polydentate ligands, all are over. Then after is a representation of ligands, then yes, here is a central metal ion oxidation number should be written in parenthesis as Roman letter, or parenthesis, or here is a bracket. So this is the, here is a bracket. Then always we are writing there is what is the oxidation state of a central metal ion, iron. The potassium hexacyanoferrate 3 is a oxidation state of or oxidation number of iron is 3. So this 3 can be represented as, here is a Roman number in is a bracket. Then yes, next one, after that, yes, next if the coordination sphere, yes, if the coordination sphere is having negative charge, 8 suffix is used. 8 suffix. Suppose, so this is the coordination compound, is a K3FeCN6. Then, so this is the cationic part, this is the anionic part. That is, coordination sphere is having negative charge. That's why, yes, while giving the name for these type of compounds, there is a 8 suffix is used. Potassium hexacyanoferrate 3. Ferrate 3. So this is the, yes, next one. If K4 is there, is a potassium hexacyanoferrate 2. Ferrate 2. Then so that is the coordination sphere is having positive charge. Then there is no, yes, use of 8 suffix. Suppose if you take the CONH3 taken 6, here is a Cl3. Then yes, this coordination sphere is having positive charge. There is no need of 8 suffix. There is a, again there is a hexaamine cobalt 3 chloride. Simply hexaamine cobalt 3 chloride. There is no need of 8 suffix. But when coordination sphere is having negative charge, 8 suffix must be used. Then next one, yes, if the coordination compound is given as complex ion, then so how can you give the name for coordination compound is, then yes, here is what ion term is used. Suppose the given complex ion is like this, then so how can you write? Then hexacyanoferrate 3 ion. Hexacyanoferrate 3. So 3 is the oxidation state of iron. Then why do we take ion is this complex ion is, here is what charged species. Then if it is positive charge, again here is we can write an ion. Then negative charge, ion is there. Then yes, hexacyanoferrate 3 ion. So this is the, yes, here is a nomenclature of coordination compounds. Yes, in coordination compounds, according to IUPAC, first of all, there is a cationic part should be written first. followed by anionic part. Then, so while giving the name for coordination sphere, then the first priority is given to the ligands. Then next one, if the coordination sphere is having more than one type of ligands are there, then alphabetical order must be followed. Then next one, if the ligands belongs to same category, same type, then here is a di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa. These prefixes must be used. Then next one, if the ligands are negative charged species, O suffix is used. If the positive charged species, then is a em suffix is used. If neutral ligands are there, there is no need of suffixes. Then next one, if the ligands are polydentate ligands, then there is a bis, tris, tetrakis, pentakis. These terms must be used to indicate their number. Then next one, if the ligands are bridged ligands are present in the coordination compound, then there is a mu, Greek letter must be used. After giving the priority for ligands, then next one is what oxidation state of central metal ion must be written in a parenthesis as here is a Roman number. Then next one, when you take the coordination compound, then positive part and negative part both are there. Then if the negative part belongs to here is a coordination sphere, then here is a 8 suffix is used. Then next one, if the complex ion is there, then there is ion word should be used. So this is enough for the nomenclature of coordination compounds. Thank you.